the SG552 got a new barrel. Kind of random when you look at the stats. There was only one barrel to begin with, and it's really simple to build the SG. Like, the magazine, there's only one option, basically. It's a very linear build, we'll say. But now, we have the light barrel. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, at first, I thought this was dog shit. Like, I thought this was gonna be horrible compared to the heavy barrel, which gives you more range and muzzle velocity basically for free. But man oh man, stability really pays off. Especially with the SG, where the recoil and the control is already really good. You just really need to tame the shake. And even at 501 muzzle velocity, that's really low, for an assault rifle at least, it was okay. You know, I had no issues with it. I thought I was, but of course I tested it out. And I have 120 something kill gameplay for you guys, against a team that made me feel like I literally couldn't move without dying. You will see in the gameplay. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there because I know I'm not alone. It looked pretty ass, to be honest. Got the laser, of course, on the right rail so you can actually see it if you want to use it. But the ADS speed's pretty good on this, so I just used the normal sight, really. We got a whole lot of vault pieces on here. It looks like I just slapped on all the vault pieces. And I promise you that's not what I did, that's just how it goes. I didn't have to work on anything for this gun when it comes to horizontal recoil. I didn't have to add anything special to it, so when you slap all these pieces on, and when we get to the calibrations, this combination is just really easy to make, to be honest. You can just put anyone on. All you really need to know here is the heavy grip piece. You already know. Modular AR. I always specify it's the one that doesn't have hit flinch, just to make it easy. I really like the shape of the stock. Like, at first I thought it was kind of basic, but I don't know, it grew on me. I really like it. When it comes to statistics, I love it. This allows us to put more control and stability on, and make a build that actually, you know, you can strafe with. And then boom, the microsight riser, the new one. Pretty easy decision here. You know, frameless is nice, but I don't know, I just prefer the panoramic because of the tint. That's just me though. Make sure you have the second setting on. Gotta make sure I say it every single video, because when you set the calibrations like this, it just wouldn't be the same. Your field of view doesn't change when you zoom in. That's because the zoom being 1.0. And then we moved ourselves closer to the sight. Alright, so I want to show you a calibration tip that I figured out just by watching the numbers. Hudson taught me well. I was watching the numbers very precisely, okay? 0.77, that's one side of the calibrations. Then we have 2.08 for ADS movement speed. That's the other side of the bar. Okay, we're going to take this build that we saved. And these are the calibrations. I'm going to set it all the way to that way. I didn't have to move this other bar, that was dumb. We're still at 0.77, even though we set it like 12 ticks towards more firing stability. It didn't go up at all. But now we're at 2.03. That's why all the calibrations are set this way. And I actually dropped the gameplay before I min-maxed. I had this exact same build and calibrations, but I had the bars maximized. I didn't min-max it, because if I do that every single time, it takes forever, okay? So I maximize the build. If it's an amazing build, then I min-max it. Here we are. So we apply that bad boy back on there. We go back to the barrel calibrations. Here they are. We gain 2 extra muzzle velocity as well. Ta-da! See, I didn't just slap the armored pieces on. Do not blame me for thinking that, though. I would. And just an extra tip, hipfire aim speed is the same as ADS. So, for example, with the calibration that we min-maxed, you don't want to mess with this one, because it's just going to mess with the exact same stats, and you're not going to be able to min-max anything because it's going to change the stats. Boom. The movement speed one's typically the easiest one to gain out of it. Not bad, not bad. Hope you guys enjoyed the build, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the gameplay. Join the Discord. I'm out. Peace. Sorry for pointing at you so much. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's rude. So rude.
Good to have you! What the? appreciated. Request artillery barrage on coordinates! Target off valley! Really close one! Ugh.